Oh, okay, we're recording. Hey guys, hello lovely people. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, I want to show you my super build. This is a solo build, but it's really powerful. They tried to raid me, or they did raid me. They went through like all my doors, and unlucky. This is my normally my box where I have like my stuff, and as you see, there's not much in it. That's on purpose because if they raid me again, I don't want them to get all the good stuff. This is just for like working, just getting getting the stuff going, and just gathering stuff. And on here I have like a few sets here, nothing special. I like to run low gear because, well, I'm solo, so if I run into two fully geared guys and I'm fully geared, they just get my stuff probably because uh, it's going to be really hard to fight two fully geared guys. Especially, I'm not the greatest PvP player, though I'm trying to get better and I'm practicing. But yeah, let me put my mic a bit closer. So yeah, as you can see here, I have an armored wall, and on the other side another armored wall, and this is all metal. Now, and this is kind of like for a solo player, you have to play a bit dirty, because really I mean, if a big clan with 3, 4, 5, 6 people, it's so easy for them to get all that silver together, and they raid bases, you get more silver, and then they come to your base, and then you have like two sheet metal doors, and you're just yeah, it's a game over for you. So this build can be almost as cheap as one of those two sheet metal door builds. As you can see, I've built it out, but it starts with basically one room in the back, uh, one room here for like where you put your stuff, and then this could be like your um airlock. So this is how you start with like the 3 by 1, 3 by 1. So three squares in a row. The back one, you don't put a door here because you're gonna put a wall here and then a drop box, and then behind it there is a sleeping bag, a TC. I will show you guys later, and then that's how you start. So that's really cheap. It's only a 3 by 1, and then the back. I mean, you can even put if you're starting out, you can put a stone wall there. If they go through your sheet metal doors here, your sheet metal double doors, because you never ever do like single doors, just because garage doors are you want to go to garage doors. They're almost as strong as like a stone wall, and a lot stronger than sheet metal, and a lot cheaper to for upkeep than, let's say, like armored double doors or armored sheet metal doors or armored single doors, whatever. So yeah, and this is like the basis of my build. You can see that how cheap it will be to build a 3 by 1, and then in the back, and then as soon as you start to get metal, upgrade it back to metal. So then you have a fully metal block on the end, which would take them like I mean like a metal wall is like going through uh, two stone walls. So that's it's not impossible, but it's not cheap to do, especially for a small group or just beginning group. And then you can upgrade to armored, and then it becomes like more like eight stone walls. Am I saying it right? Yeah. No, wait. It's two, no, like four stone walls, or two metal walls. It's like two, four, like eight C4, or a lot of rockets, like 15 rockets or something. Um, and then before they even get here, they have to either go through like the honeycomb on the outside or through a lot of doors. And already, you see, I made this armored just to make it not too easy to get here anyway. So they always also have to go either to metal or armored to get here. And then it's honeycomb on the outside. So yeah, to get here is hard. And then I even have one for this build. I decided to make another extra little one. Now they don't know where my good stuff is. Is it in here? Is it in there? Is there my TC? Is here my TC? So basically now the price to loot to fully raid is like two armored. You have to go through armored walls and lots of doors before even to find out I have them. Now you see here's a metal one, so what's behind that? And you have to go through there too to get whatever behind there. Maybe all my best loot is behind this one. You don't know. So you have to go through armored wall, metal wall, and an armored wall, and like a bunch of doors. Now you can see all my doors are opening pretty much automatic. This one I opened by hand, and then yeah, most doors are just opening because I have these HBFs here. And yeah, as soon as I die, boom, they all close. So there's no problem here. I don't have to close them. I can even just run out and go outside, and all the doors are closing. You can see, don't have to worry about that. Even this one, I just walk on this, it opens, and I don't even have to touch it. It just closes. Even if they kill me, if they door cam me, the door, they can jump in, sure, but they cannot get out because, well, they can get out because they can use the floor switch in this case. Probably better to use an HBF there, but I don't want to lock people inside. You know, I just want to get them out of my airlock, so they can just run outside, and there's nothing to see there, you know. So, and I have of course shotgun traps, fire traps. So, but the door's not going to stay open for like a whole group to come, and then I have one less door protection. They will close. So yeah. Now this is the build from the outside. Like I said, like I start here in the back. This is basically, it's not even, I could like honeycomb this. Of course, that would be even better. But basically this is the metal outside of that armored wall. So you have to go, it's like 4C4 and then 8C4 or a bunch of rockets. Now that's one room where either my TC is or not, I don't know. This is the other room. This is also yeah, armored on the inside, completely armored. So from the inside there's no garage door, and from the outside it's all armored. I could even do like metal because they won't know if it's, until they go through a stone wall, they don't know if it's metal armored. So I could like fake it and just pretend that this is an armored, completely armored thing, or if to keep my upkeep a bit cheaper, we'll look at my upkeep in a second. I'll go into my TC room. Then you see I have all these skirts here. They are protecting from, like, if they have a rocket raid and they like would hit this part here, if they would shoot here, boom, then the rocket would destroy like this whole area. Now they can hit in this corner, and it would only, they would only, with the rockets they would only destroy this area. So yeah, it's these skirts, you might think, oh, somebody said, hey, why don't you finish your honeycomb? I'm like, no, these are like not half walls, these are short walls. They're only 100 metal, so they're half the price of like an like a full metal or a half metal, because they're very expensive. 200, the same as like a large one. I built, luckily I was smart enough to do a large one here, so that's good. Yeah, so this you can see, and this is a solo base, so you can imagine like even if a clan would come here, it would they probably can do it. I'm not saying it's impossible, there's no base that is impossible, but the thing is, like, if this is a solo base, you can imagine how much stuff do I have. Like for me it's hard to raid at the moment because I'm solo. So I'm not gonna have like 20 C4 in my loot room, and if I could still do it, I could put maybe in one of, I have like this room, I can make this one metal, or I can have multiple like metal rooms. So it could be anywhere, and they would have to go through all this. So here's like, this is 8 and 4, this is like 12. This one would be like 2 and 8, it's like 10. So yeah, that's like 24, I'm saying it right. 8 and 4 is 12, no, 22. 20 C4 to go through these rooms, and they even have to understand and know that this could be main things, and then they still haven't seen any of the base. Probably most people go through the garage doors because they expect there to be garage doors going through everywhere, or like double doors, and they expect doors, not walls. So that's a big surprise. Walls are so much stronger than doors. So yeah, it's a very I mean, I got raided like last week or something, and they went through. The base was a bit smaller then. They went through all the doors, and then they found out I had like armored walls, and they just. I mean, I didn't even have any. I didn't have much behind the armored wall. To be honest, it was just my TC. So yeah, basically they stopped there. They just I had a bit too much in my like working area. 200 high qual there was a bit stupid of me. I should have like tucked it away or something. But yeah, it was there, and I think they realized that going through armored wall, not knowing what is there, and seeing that I was a bit of a poor solo player, that it was just not worth it. And it's kind of the tactic that I use, where yeah, I could have yeah, show them that what you are, uh, uh, what you're carrying. Like I had lots of like cheap kits, you know, like crappy kits with crappy weapons, and I just realized this is just some beginner or some solo player that doesn't have much gear. So don't try to don't put like 20 full box of weapons like at the front door, because then they will get really greedy and think, oh man, this guy has so much weapons and stuff. This is a really good base to loot. Yeah, so just put outside of the just put outside what you need for the day. You know, put one set outside, put two if you're like a duo base. You can even use this duo, 2 people or 3 people, and then just yeah. So this is kind of my design, and now, of course, it can be rated. But look at this base here next to me. There was a base here. I don't know if the guy just quit or if he got raided. I put a little thing on this place where his base used to be, so now it's mine. But yeah, he another little. I could build another like secondary base here. Like this could be a good start of it. I could build this way and have a couple of doors here, and then honeycomb it. Put upgrade it to like metal, high qual. Yeah, so that's kind of my design. Now for solo players, how I survive. Let's do a second if you're interested. How I kind of like do my stuff is on this server I can learn a lot of stuff, and it's a month server. I mean, if you're like a solo player, you also have to think about uh, make sure that the server fits what you want to do, fits what you can do as a solo player, and what it has to offer. You can see here right now it's really quiet. There's not many people at 32. That doesn't mean this is a dead server. There are some really big clans here with huge bases, and that's probably why most people like they just get wiped off. And as you can see, there are not many bases here. That doesn't mean there never been bases. It's just I'm the only one surviving these attacks. All the bases just get raided and get wiped. So that's why I'm just one of the few bases you can see here right now. Yeah, I hope you like this design. I have more videos on it, on this videos that on designs that are quite like it. This one is a bit different than the other ones, so I decided to make another video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a beautiful day, and yeah, good luck with your super build and solo build. Okay, bye bye, lots of love.